Hello, folks, and welcome to the Vertigo Tea Party and our April 2016 channel update. As usual, at the beginning here, within the first 5 minutes, I'm going to cover all of the important stuff, what games I'm going to be playing, any changes being made, etc. So that those of you who only care about the highlights can catch that, and then as I dig into the deeper behind-the-scenes stuff, you can drop on out and you won't miss anything overly important. So first of all, question for everyone: do you tend to watch long game Let's Plays, or do you prefer shorter game Let's Plays, but you're basically playing shorter games, something like, I don't know, Gone Home versus The Witcher 3? Does that matter, or does it matter to you at all? Do you tend to watch all kinds of length of series? Just curious. So, as you've probably again figured out, I'm still suck ass at scheduling. I'm working on it. I have to get myself in a pattern of setting a daily schedule, because when I do set up a daily schedule, I tend to follow it. So I've just got to get in the habit of setting a schedule. I might need a schedule to make a schedule, but I do want to get better because I know that's important to some people, and I've been terrible at it here lately. I'm also looking to move Patreon to Game Wisp. Any Patreons, I will make sure to let you guys know before I do that. I'll give you enough of a heads up. But I'm still kind of digging into it, finding out more information on that. So, as far as what is continuing this month, Blade and Soul, I will be playing the Kung Fu Master to level 50. I do plan on finishing the main story quest. I might start skipping side quests, but at the very least, I will be doing the main story quest for the Kung Fu Master. Force Master will only be going to level 45, or roughly. She will be finishing the main quest before the expansion, before the Steam Frost Mountains or whatever the hell it is. She will only be going up to that point, just FYI. There will be more Black Desert. It's very inconsistent because a lot of what I like to play Black Desert for isn't really that interesting to record. You really don't want to watch me farm and spam cook and run my horse back and forth for 3 hours. So I might do more streams on that. I've thought about it before. I just kind of had to be in the mood to do it, but we might do more streams. And of course, if you miss the stream, I will export the entire thing over to YouTube. And for those of you who want to skip that kind of stuff, obviously you can skip the streams in the series. Fallout 4 will be occasional, maybe one to three times a week, give or take. I don't have any plans to play Wasteland Workshop at release. I don't even remember when it's releasing. I know it's sometime this month. There's no real story content there, as far as I'm aware. I think it's just additions for settlements and things like that. So no big reason to play that one out of the start gate. Don't Starve Together will continue. Sorry for the breaks. We've just had stuff come up for some people that are in the group, so we haven't been able to record it as consistently. But it is not canceled. The Let's Tries will be coming back hopefully this week, if not next week. I'm hoping I have some time to do at least one this week. New games. Looking at Dark Souls 3, April 11th is when the game comes out, which means the first video should probably be out April 12th. So looking forward to that one. I'll be playing on PC, of course. Hitman Episode 2 Sapienza, I'm sure I'm not pronouncing it right, comes out April 26th, so first video would probably be the 27th. First and only video. I still would like to go back and do more completionist runs for other stages, I just haven't had time. As far as games that I might do or start doing this month and going forward, Honeycam Studio, in a nutshell, it's basically a strategy business management type game where you manage cam girls. It's supposed to be like a tongue-in-cheek type of game made by the same people who made the Honey Pop game that I haven't played. That looks like a funny, fun game, and I like those business strategy type games, so I might give that a whirl. It's fairly inexpensive as well. Lastly, I might start throwing some Heroes of the Storm videos up. I love playing Heroes of the Storm, and I've considered recording matches and good matches, doing post commentary on. I'd be curious what you guys think of that. If you would prefer live commentary, post commentary is okay, which is what I would prefer, or you don't care about HOTS at all. So that's all the important stuff. Everybody who wanted just the highlights, there you go. I will now just be talking about, again, some of the nitty gritty stuff in the background that may not be interesting to everyone. So As I mentioned earlier, I haven't been able to record as much, or well, let me flip that around. I haven't recorded as much. Part of it is due to just some real life stuff. Nothing bad. There's nothing like negative you have to worry about. It's just stuff coming up that's taking some time away from my being able to record as much. Also, another part of the reason I haven't been recording as much, to be honest with you, is I've kind of gotten into a funk where I just don't want to record. I just want to either play games off camera, or I even this last weekend I spent like half the day watching Netflix and movies just by myself. I haven't done that in I don't know how long, and it was just a really nice break. And you might be thinking, well, wait a minute, you've taken a break from playing games. That sounds insane. You need to understand that for at least for me, I can't speak for other people, it's a lot different to play a game by yourself and record it versus like recording it and trying to be entertaining while you're playing it. That's not to say it's not fun. Obviously, it's still enjoyable, but it's not the same thing. It's nowhere near as, it's not relaxing at all. It's kind of a, like I say, it's hard to describe if you've never done it. Those of you who've done it kind of get what I'm saying, but it's like I say, it's just different. Again, not to make it sound like, oh God, I have to record and play games. That's so terrible. But again, it's not the same as just sitting back. Don't have to talk. You just sit there and quiet and enjoy the game. So anyway, I just lost a lot of motivation. I just haven't felt that drive lately. I don't really know why. Like I said, it's just kind of a funk that I've been in lately. So I think it'll just pass. What I've tried to do to kind of get to fix that a little bit is to record less and not worry about it so much, and play more games off camera and just enjoy myself, have fun, and not worry about it. And I feel like that's helped a little bit. This Sunday, I got pretty motivated and I recorded like 6 or 7 hours of Blade and Soul. So it's still not quite out, to be honest, but I can feel like I'm kind of getting out of that little dip. So hopefully get more stuff recorded when those two issues are resolved. Now, as far as content, I'm really unhappy with what I've got going on as far as content, because we've got 2 series dedicated to Blade and Soul. We have another series that's incredibly inconsistent, that's Black Desert Online, and it's another MMO, right? So I've got 3 series going on right now that are MMOs on the channel. And I hate not having variety, because I know a lot of people don't like to watch MMOs. Hell, I love watching Let's Plays of almost any kind, and I can't stand watching MMOs. I love folks that do like it, and I think it's awesome that people love watching my MMO series. But personally, I don't like to watch them, and I understand a lot of other people don't. So I always like to have variety, but I don't have variety at all right now. The only variety I have is Don't Starve Together, which is, again, incredibly inconsistent just because we don't have time to record that much. And Fallout, which, again, kind of running into time constraints partially, and because I've already put like 100 hours into the game, and it's, really hard to get motivated to play a lot more hours every week. So I'm really struggling to try to find out ways, not just to add variety, but find the time to do it. Because, like I say, I've already got 3 series that I'm trying to do daily. Blade and Soul is at least alternating now between Kung Fu Master and Force Master, which, by the way, is working out really nicely for me, at least. But then Blade and Soul, or I'm sorry, Black Desert, I definitely am not doing daily. I'm not doing that at all. But I do want to record more or stream more. I'm looking at that as an excuse to push myself to stream more. So I might do that. But anyway, yeah, I really want to pump up the variety, because I feel like it's really bad right now. That's why I mentioned in the a little bit before that I wanted to throw in Honeycam Studio and HOTS, because HOTS would be something good just randomly. It's not any set time. I might have 7 one week and then not another one for another 2 weeks. It's just whenever. There's no expectations. Just do it whenever I get a good game. And give me an excuse to kind of relax with some HOTS where I'm not talking. And then if it's a really good game, later on I just do post commentary. Honeycamp Studio, again, I think it could just be a funny, fun game to play with. Like I say, it's a more like I love strategy, business sim type games, and mixed with like a silly idea that you're managing all these webcam girls. I think is pretty amusing. I'd also like to. There's so many other games too that I would love to go back to and play. And I've talked about this over and over again, but long story short, I have an insane backlog of games that I would love to cover on the channel. But like I said, time and motivation recently has been my number one problems so far. Hopefully the motivation will come back. I don't doubt the motivation will come back here shortly. And then some of the real life stuff should calm down in the next week or two. So hopefully I can get right back on the horse and really start recording a lot more stuff and get you guys more variety. Because I know, I don't doubt there's some of you sitting there going, oh God, when is he going to do something other than an MMO? Like, I'm getting so sick of it. I totally get it. I understand. So I'm going to try to do something. I'd like to, once I really want to make a final decision on this Game Wisp thing, I think there's a fairly good chance that I'm going to move over to it. But some things I've thought about would be like as like backer rewards would be, so like if you put in, and this is just off the top of my head, like if you did $5 a month, because if you don't know about Game West, in a nutshell, just consider it a video game specific Patreon, right? That for discussion purposes, just think of it like that. So what I thought about was like, well, maybe if you put $5 a month, I'll have a monthly poll of, okay, do a let's play for this game. Now, typically it would probably have to be a shorter game, because if I'm doing it monthly on top of all the other stuff, it might be a little tricky to try to consistently work it in. But I don't know. I'm still gonna think about how to do all that. But yeah, there's so many other games that I want to do and get more variety in the channel. But I just I swear, for the last 6 months or so, I just cannot stop grabbing these games that are really long. Blade and Soul has drug on way longer than I intended. And it looks like it's going to go further, which isn't to say that I'm not enjoying the game, because I am. But, even on my higher level character, my Kung Fu Master, it feels like we still have a long way to go. So it's, even though I'm like level 42 now and the cap is 50, I feel like there's a ton left to do to get to finish the main story quest. So that's why I'm considering maybe stop doing side quests with him at some point and just focus on the main quest. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, I mean, there's got to be at least another 20 hours, I'm guessing, with him. And Force Master, maybe not as bad, because she's not reading all the quest text, and she's going to stop at the pre-DLC quest line. But I really want to get these two series knocked out, but there's a ton left. But anyway, yeah. Black, I'm really glad you guys are enjoying Don't Starve Together, the ones watching it. You guys have given a lot of really good feedback on that. I feel like that series consistently gets the most positive feedback that I've ever done. So which is awesome. I'm really glad that you guys enjoy it, because I honestly didn't think people would like it. So I'm glad I was incorrect about that. But yeah, so I'm just kind of rambling now, just because, like I say, it's bugged me that I've not been consistently uploading. There's days where the only thing going up is Blade and Soul. It's like I'm just like grinding my teeth, because I'm like, ugh. Like, I need to get more stuff out, but I'm addicted to, and Blade and Soul's got its claws in me too. That's hurting me too, because I'm like, I love doing all the mundane stuff, cooking and farming and fishing and trade routes and all that stuff. I love that, but it's not really recordable. Nobody wants to watch that. And even streaming, I have to really be in the right mood to stream. So it's hard to I've really got to push myself harder to just say, you know what, if you're going to do that stuff, stream it. Otherwise, don't do it. So, but anyway, yeah, I'm rambling again, just because in that urge to kind of just spill my guts, I guess. So I'm just rambling about stupid shit. But yeah, again, I am in a funk. I swear I'll get out of it. I'll get stuff back going, and get you guys more stuff to watch if you're if you're interested. But anyway, I appreciate you guys watching. As always, leave comments in the comment section below. Don't forget to answer the question, the one about do you prefer watching long game Let's Plays like Witcher, or do you prefer short game LPs like Gone Home, or does it matter to you? As long as it's a good game, or as long as the commentary is good, you'll watch it regardless. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.